Today we're going to be ranking all the planetary bonuses from Star Wars Battlefront 1 2004 as in the galactic conquest bonuses. So this one's going to be a little bit different than the rest of the list I've done before in Star Wars Battlefront, as we're going to be going from best to worst in this, because let's be honest here, we all know which one is the best out of all these abilities, and it's pretty obvious to say. So anyways, let's get right into it to see number one. The best bonus in this game, everyone knows it, everyone loves it, it's the Jedi. They're just unstoppable beasts in this game. They'll slaughter everything in their way, and not just the men, but the woman and the children too. And on top of all that, they have like unlimited health. You only can kill them and knock them off the edge. So if you get them, you're pretty much unstoppable with them, assuming they're not dumb and just run into a wall. Sometimes that can happen, and I can see why you would not put them at number one because of that, but I cannot agree because they're just way too good, and they just carry matches alone. Because the other thing too is that when you get a Jedi in this game, your opponent won't have a Jedi. It would just be you having a Jedi, so it'd be completely one-sided bullshit. And Galactic Con was only, of course, we're talking about, but still the whole point is it's just absolutely insane, and they're just crazy. Absolutely crazy. Definitely the best one in this game. Nobody would question it. If you do, then back tanks, some people would say, are the best, and I can see why. They are just insane if you're sniping and not taking a lot of damage doing a roll like that, or even like a jetpack guy. You know, they're just crazy. You basically never die. But like, they're definitely not the best, because the thing is with the Bacta tanks is that the health regen takes a while for one, and like you don't have to rely on health droids and all that, which is great. You know what I mean? But it's just that the Jedis are just insane, because it's either like yeah, you can have like unlimited regenerating health, which is crazy. Don't get me wrong about that. Or you can just have this unstoppable beast on the battlefield who just goes in and destroys absolutely everything in his way. So like, I don't know, I feel like the Jedi is better because there's not a single map the Jedi is not good on. With this, I feel like there is definitely maps where the Bacta tanks won't come in as handy as they will on other maps. So that's why I would put these below them overall. They're still really, really good and definitely worth running. So if you have to run these over the Jedi, there's nothing wrong with it. There's certain maps that might be better. I personally think the Jedi are better on pretty much every map. But hey, you know what? I could be wrong, but this is number two. Sabotage is one that's good because on certain maps, it can really carry you. Like on Renvar Harbor, for example. You just completely destroy them when you're playing the CIS. Even as the clones, actually, now I think about it, it's just insane. It doesn't matter who you really are. You can be the clones, the Empire, the Rebels, anyone. It would just completely carry you on a map like that, or best platforms, or even the Hoth map, or even on, what do you call it? Even on Kashyyyk docks. That'd be crazy on there too. You know, like certain maps is absurd. But the reason why it's below Bacta tanks in that is because it's not good on every single map, and it's only those certain couple maps that'd be absurdly broken on. Because the thing is, there's maps where you just won't have vehicles, where the vehicles are just like, there's only a couple of them. So like using that over like the Jedi or the Bacta tanks is just a complete waste. And again, the maps like Cloud City, there's no point in running it on a map like Cloud City because there's no vehicles in the map. So like, what's the point? So that's why it has to be number three. It's still pretty good. It's just definitely not the best. But when you start off with it, like say when you're playing as the Empire, for example, you're not going to complain because this is just crazy. Refurbishments are pretty good, although you won't get much better than running the other ones. Because yeah, you get a couple extra guys, and that's amazing at times. But like, it's just not worth it because those extra couple guys, the Jedi will pretty much take care of. And if you just go ham, you won't really need the reinforcements. Now, reinforcements can be good depending on the map you're playing on. For example, on Kashyyyk Islands, it's insane when you're playing as the Rebels, or so not the Rebels, as the Empire, or as the CIS. Because a lot of the times, the Wookiee reinforcements will just completely be a pain in your ass. So that's the one of those few times where it will be useful, when there's like reinforcements like that. And even Dunesea to an argument, because you do have the wildlife there. You know, the Tusken Raiders can be a bit of a pain too sometimes. But again, you're better off running just running the other ones above it, especially the Jedi one. And I feel like reinforcements is just very situational, and more situational than Sabotage, so that's why it has to go right here. I swear elite training does not work. Like, I ran it a couple times. I ran it all the time when I was a kid back in the day, and like, I genuinely feel like it just does absolutely nothing. It's supposed to increase their aim and their just power and whatever, it'll just make them better, basically. But I feel like it literally does nothing. I feel like it makes them worse, actually, than making them better. Like, I ran it, and it's like, we do worse. It's like, okay, guys, what is going on here? Why is this worse? I don't understand. Even when like the enemies use it, I don't feel like there's a big difference. I feel like it's the exact same. I don't get it. I don't understand what this one does. Like, is it glitched or something? Like, I don't know what's going on with this one. But I swear to God, it just doesn't work. I don't know, man. I do not know. I couldn't tell you about that, but like, whatever. I don't care. The whole point is that this one's just, it's not good. It's not worth running. Literally, you'll never run it. because I don't know if it works. Like, I don't know. The worst bonus in this game, without a doubt, will be radar jamming, and like that's the one that you get from Renvar. And like, what is the point? What does this even do? I don't understand what this does. The thing is, I didn't understand what the last one does, but like, if it does work by some miracle, that one works 1% of the time, it would be better than this garbage, where it literally does absolutely nothing. Oh, I'm gonna jam your radars. That's great. Hooray. I'm not even gonna look at my radar. Do I even care? The other thing is too, is that it's like, okay, so what if it stops you from seeing enemies at the last couple minutes, right? And maybe that's what it does. Maybe like I couldn't find out in my testing because I don't know, but I maybe that's what it does. And even if it does that, okay, even if it does that, what is the point of that? Because you have other AI guys that are going to find them. You'll find them eventually. They'll find you if you do it to them. I don't see the point. What is the point of this? It is absolute garbage. It is by far the worst ability in Galactic Conquest. You would literally rather off destroy Renvar because of how pointless this one is. It is just ridiculous how pointless it is. Like, I still destroy Yavin 4 over Renvar because Renvar is actually fun to play. But like, literally, you will never, ever, ever, ever run this, even if it works. Because I don't even think it works. It is just garbage, man. It is absolute garbage. Like, what were they thinking? Well, that was the list there. It was a pretty quick one, I know, all things considered, but there wasn't a whole lot to talk about here. But we had to rank them other ways because, you know, we got to figure out which one's the worst. And, like, I cannot believe how bad radar jamming is in this. And same with the elite training. Like, oh my god, those are so bad. Like, there's literally no point in running them, as I said before. It's funny how bad they are, is the thing. Like, they're that bad. They're that fucking bad. But whatever, I don't care. Anyways, I'll see you all in the next one. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like and a comment down below on what your favorite one is and why I'm wrong about it being the Jedi. But we all know it's the Jedi, really. Don't argue with me about it because we know it's right. But anyways, guys, I hope you all enjoyed this regardless of all that. And I will hope to see you all on the next one. Bye-bye.